Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to easily beat the Fire Giant in Elden Ring, and this is also in New Game Plus, so he's actually one of the hardest bosses I think in New Game Plus. I don't know why, but the extra health is really difficult on the Fire Giant, more so than other bosses. Now the first phase, we just have to attack this angle here. Now if you right click your control stick, it will lock onto that angle, so you have to go all in on attacking it during this first half of his health bar. I'm using Black Knife Tiche as I find that flame can help out a lot, and he's a very mobile boss. He does a lot of rolling attacks, and he also does this attack here where he drops the fireball, and that thing can explode and pretty much take out your full health bar, so I recommend not going anywhere near it and trying to get away from it. He will move away, so it's kind of nice. It will be able to avoid it. I find that staying on your horse mostly for phase 1 is kind of the best way to do it, because he does have some attacks where it's best to just run as far away as you can. It can be fully completed just on foot. Bosses like the Elden Beast at the end of the game are very similar to this, where you have to kind of focus on running to the boss half the time. Now as you can see there, the fire can do a lot of damage. My horse tanked a lot of it out, but whenever there's fire on the ground, be mindful where you're dodge rolling, and it's best to just try to get away if at all possible during that part. Now again, the horse can make this a lot easier to avoid his rolling around where he uses the shield, and it can be quite disruptive. Now once we get into the second phase, it's almost better to stay on foot, but since he moves around so much during this first half, it's almost better to be on your horse just so that you can get near the Fire Giant. So it's really just about closing your distance with this boss and attacking it as much as you possibly can when you get in close like this. So the other ankle will actually not do any damage to the Fire Giant. That was actually really easy, and I'm not sure where all that health got chipped off from, but makes it a lot easier in the second half. I think that's from the cutscene when he cuts off his leg, but yeah, when he does this, just get away from him as fast as possible. He's going to start with that attack every single time from my experience, so he will keep going down on the fire, and it is kind of easy to dodge if you're on foot. His hands are the weak spot now, so do anything you can to stay out of the range of his attacks, and when you see him put his hands down, that's your turn to attack. You can't really do much damage to his rest of his body. It's all about just the hands at this point, but you can get him with jump attacks. That I think is one of the best ways to get your damage in, and eventually you'll be able to take down the Fire Giant. It's definitely easier with a Spirit Ash summon, so I recommend using this for this fight. But so you take down Fire Giant and Elden Ring. Thanks so much for watching.